So this guy ghosted me right before we were supposed to go on a date, and I was about to buy a new outfit for the date, but something stopped me. I remember meeting this guy and thinking, oh my gosh, he's so cute, right? But my intuition picked up on this guy actually being just full of shit. So before spending money, I stopped myself and said, okay, Ray, don't ignore what you picked up on, because he wasn't showing up the way he said he would. So instead of reaching out again for reassurance, I didn't text, I didn't buy the outfit, and I let reality reveal itself without me interfering with it. The old me would have done the opposite, over explained, reached out again, made myself available, ignored what I already felt. Because when something feels uncertain, the urge is to make decisions to fill the gap, even if what you're filling it with doesn't feel aligned. And you've probably felt this too, not just in dating, in business, in decisions, in rooms where you keep entering where something inside of you already said no, but you said yes anyway, because the gap feels louder than your inner knowing. So you override, and then there's tightness in your chest, there's a pit in your stomach, and you reach for something external to settle it. That misaligned client, that misaligned opportunity, that business or romantic partner that you just hold on to just to stop that feeling of uncertainty. But it never actually resolves the gap, it just temporarily covers it. Because when you are not using your intuition fully to make decisions, it becomes expensive when you're trying to fill in the gaps. Because when you're in the frequency to fill in the gaps instead of actually trusting your intuition, you say yes too quickly. You stay in relationship dynamics too long. You take on clients that drain you more than they expand you, and you ignore your early intuition signals, and you keep looping back into decisions you already felt unsure about, not because you don't know, but because the discomfort of emptiness feels harder than uncertainty. And I've seen this pattern in clients who are highly capable, intuitive, and successful on paper, but they override what they feel all the time, not trusting in their inner knowing, second guessing their own internal signals, and then trying to fix the outcome afterward instead of trusting it the moment before. So this isn't usually a strategy issue or an issue you can journal your way out of. It's an energetic gap, a pattern, creating static in your energy field, creating inner noise, causing your intuition and decisions to feel murky and ultimately unclear and uncertain. And no amount of logic, frameworks, or boundary settings can fix an energetic gap pattern at the root, because gaps don't respond to discipline, they respond to alignment. When I work with clients, I use my root cause clarity codex to identify and clear internal gaps, and so that way they stop pulling themselves into misaligned decisions. So their intuition stops getting overridden by urgency, fear, or relief seeking, and starts operating from a steadier internal state where they see clearly, they decide cleanly, and they act with certainty, not with blind optimism and not with projecting worst case scenarios, but grounded discernment in real time. And when that shifts, you stop reaching for what temporarily fills the gap, red flags register without you having to justify it, decisions slow down in urgency but speed up in clarity, and you stop overextending yourself to receive validation. Your time, energy, and money stop leaking into misaligned decisions, and alignment starts feeling calm instead of confusing. You don't just make better decisions, you stop abandoning your own inner knowing to make them. So next time you're about to reach for something to fill that gap, ask yourself, am I choosing because it's aligned or because it makes me feel good for right now? Now, your body will tell you instantly. Remember, expansion will feel open, light, clear. Gap filling misalignment feels tight, urgent, and slightly anxious. So if you're ready to have faster, cleaner access to your intuition so you can make decisions where you're not filling in the gaps, you can work with me one-on-one in a VIP day. So send me a DM. We'll identify where you're overriding your intuition and clear the energy blocks in your energy field that have been pulling you out of alignment. Your intuition already knows. The gap is just louder, and until you stop choosing from your gap, it will keep choosing for you.